Wanted to talk about this lack of diversity that's all of a sudden a big concern at the Oscars. Where, if you didn't know, Will Smith just announced about an hour, 2 hours ago that he will not be attending the Oscars because of lack of diversity, meaning not enough black people nominated, movies overlooked that were really good movies that were predominantly black and black written and black starred. Jada Pinkett Smith had said a while ago she was boycotting the Oscars. Spike Lee, I think, was going to do the same thing. Truth be told, I really haven't given a fuck about the Oscars and God knows how long. It's an outdated show. It's an outdated concept. They never nominate anything anybody sees anyway. It's just a big bullshit show that Hollywood just patting themselves on the back for, making movies. But why I really got a problem with Will Smith and I have a problem with Jada Pinkett Smith and I have a problem with people like Spike Lee is they love to go on lack of diversity, lack of diversity. And they have a point. Straight Outta Compton was robbed. It should have been nominated for Best Picture. It should have been the guy who played Easy definitely should have got a nomination nod for Best Actor, if not Best Supporting Actor, since it was an ensemble cast. But the problem I have with people like Spike Lee and everybody else who's talking about lack of diversity, lack of diversity, let's pretend for a second that Straight Outta Compton got a ton of nominations, that a bunch of other black movies got a ton of nominations. Would they have boycotted the Oscars still, as they should, if they're talking about lack of diversity? Why is that, you ask? There's not a whole lot of roles out there for Asian people, are there? There's not a whole lot of roles out there for Indian people, are there? But something tells me if there was a ton of black movies that have been nominated, or a ton of black movies and black directors and black actors out there at the Oscars, that Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, and anybody else who's planning on banning the Oscars would still be going. Seems a little bit hypocritical, doesn't it? Why does it... I mean, diversity... You're idiots and you need to look up what the fucking word means. It doesn't mean... Diversity isn't just one thing, one group of people. It's a wide spectrum. So I find it very odd, very hypocritical, and very stupid that all of a sudden these people are saying, oh, lack of diversity, lack of diversity. They don't care about anybody else's group except their own not being nominated. And guess what? The other people who are not being nominated are minorities as well. Asians are still a minority. Indians are a minority. Why don't you have a problem sticking up for them? So don't say what it is. Say you're pissed that a lot of black movies didn't get nominated. Say you're pissed about that. Don't give me this shit about diversity. It's, white people, white people, white people. Because you're just as bad. You only care about black people getting nominated. You only care about black writers, and great, you should. Nobody's saying that you shouldn't. But to put it under the label of diversity, that there's no diversity, get the fuck out of here. You've never cared any other year if there was diversity. You've never, maybe if there was not enough black people nominated that year, you cared. But you've never cared, like, gee, I didn't see any male Asian leads this year in a film. Fuck the Oscars, I'm boycotting it. Oh man, I haven't seen one Indian guy leading a film. There was that one guy in Jurassic World who was kind of executive, but honestly, it was that white guy, Chris Pratt. Man, we gotta take this shit to the Oscars. We gotta, say something about this. You didn't, did you? And you won't, will you? This lets you know they are completely full of shit. And quite frankly, who gives a fuck what they think? But I'm just pointing out that they're fucking lying assholes. Diversity is a bunch of things. It's not just one thing, like I said before. So you can't sit there and fucking bitch and moan about it and not include everybody else who is also not being included. Nice try.